again with another one. What's up with it, y'all? Hope everybody having a good day today. As we jump in here, dive into these diaspora wars. Like it's crazy, right? Because you got you people of Uganda like mad, because they feel like their president is under attack. And then I'm like, you got Nigerians saying stuff too. I said it's like going, dang, like okay, like this delineation is like, man, they taking it hard, but they try to act like they're not, but they are. They taking it hard. What's up with it, JMG? They taking it kind of hard right now. It's hitting them in a way that's just like, it got them speaking up and saying what they say. It's crazy because right because when you have the conversation with them, like one of them alone, they'll say, "Yeah, well, Nigerians and Ugandans, we don't have nothing against black people. Like this is what they say." Then when you hear one of their young people speak, they say the problem. They say like, yeah, it's been like that with our parents and our grandparents. This is how they been. So it's like if it's been like that, why don't they just like accept responsibility and say, okay, yeah, we did, we got racist people in our amongst our group, and we'll get at them about it. But no, they don't do that. They don't do that. They try to point the finger and make it seem like it's something that we did over here, and. I don't want to call it jealousy. I think a lot of times I don't want to use that word. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the hate factor is or what the dislike is. But we're gonna let everybody here explain it. I'm gonna just show you what's going on, and yeah, we'll talk about it as we go. So thank you for joining. Make sure you hit that like button while you here. You might as well, you might as well hit the like button, and let's go and just jump into it.
Do you all see what is going on? I don't know where we are going to start from. Mama, of course, something. Hmm. Recently, Mama traveled, and Mama is talking on behalf of Black American, African American, and the Caribbean about restoration. I don't even
Yeah, see,
read much
I ain't
about
gonna
that
say
news,
nothing.
but the whole media is on fire. I see people going live. Eh, why? I don't know. I don't want to say much, but it looks so scary. The way African American are talking. Ah, hey, God, what's I don't know, maybe this is just a spell they cast on you guys because I see that maybe African America recently are trying to go back, or many African countries calling them back home, like Ghana, give them, citizenship, and Burkina too. They are kind of connect. So
See, I think that's the part. Like that's the problem. Like we not we not from Ghana. So what you mean calling us back home? We at home. We don't need to go anywhere where this is our home
maybe they
right
go and
here.
cast a spell on all of you. The way African American are so really hungry this time around to African people, I get so scared. I don't know. I don't want to say much. But you people should stop, please. Stop. We can apologize, you know, on behalf of our president going to America to go and fight for you, and you don't even need it. You say you don't need African leader to speak on your behalf because you don't trust them. A lot of you say that. And wish me, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. We also that is what I'm saying. Let us fix our problem. Africa have problem. Why would Mama go and
Conversation.
fight for African American? But they are not even in need of this help. We should have fight for those of our neighboring country that is going through stress and problem. Why will Mama go and fight for African American? So, and two countries have get experience about this African American before. They are Liberia and Sierra Leone. They have experienced what it means to have African American in their country. I will not say much. I will not say much. It's so scary, but I'm begging you all to
Yeah.
please stop it. Stop
Like
it.
y'all come over here and we gonna go over there.
Stop it. It's going to be
Like what?
disgusting, disgracing ourselves, fighting, insulting, cursing, remembering yourself, how you go through slavery, how they sell you. It's not, it's, hey, God, please. Caribbeans are not talking. I think Caribbean are, happy to what Mama is doing. It's only African American they are saying things I cannot even respond. Hey, hey, calling Africa low IQ. They are going through this, they are going through that. They are, hey, God. It's not funny. But I don't want to even report the news the way it's hot.
They can't stop saying African American because they believe that we are African heritage. So they're gonna always say that.
I believe, I don't
And
know
and
if
I ain't gonna lie, a lot of us gonna say it too, cause a lot of people ain't did their history, so they don't really know.
you don't need Mahama help or you don't need African president help, it's not a problem. You don't need to fight. You don't need to come and say horrible things. You don't need to come. I think this. Hey,
Say
the way
it.
people are,
Don't
it's like
hold back.
American,
Just say that shit.
African American hate Africa that much because they tell them that Africans sold them to slavery. They did not tell them that they were forced out of Africa. They did not tell them that when our chiefs, when our king are resisting, that they massacre many kings, destroy many kingdom, and they
See, that's one thing that they try to say too, like, oh, they was forced. No, like okay, why would you say this, but then you have your other people say, yeah, we did. Your president already said, yeah, we sold slaves. Like that was the biggest thing right there. Your president admitted to it. So don't go around it. And then I don't know where they got this idea where they say we hate them. Like what is you talking about? Like that's not what we're saying. But that's what you're turning it into because you already had that hate and disrespect for us. So you're gonna turn it into that. We're not saying we
took
hate you.
these people by force. Yeah, they did not tell you what Angola go through before they remove people from Angola. You did not hear how many times they destroyed Nigeria before they can take people, and Ghana. How many? I think I'm going to bring this history. I think it's
Which
nice
is
because I don't know how they teach you in
transformer.
America that make you eat or so much, as if we too we did not even eat from this slave pot. We eat, and up till now we are not even okay. We never survived all the trauma we went through. And it's even better for you guys in America because they take you out, you suffer, and now you are a little bit benefiting from what you suffer for. But we are still in Africa, we are still struggling. So I don't know where this hate is coming
What
from.
the heck? What is she talking? Hey, we in Africa, we still struggling. Like y'all benefited from. What are you talking about? Like if y'all struggling in Africa, right? Y'all not struggling because you like. It's like she's trying to say they struggling because we got took from there. Y'all had ample time and y'all had opportunity to build up your land. Like you could have did that. Like what? Like Miss, she lost, bro. She
Hey,
lost.
African America,
She
please
tripping.
forgive Mahama, okay? Forgive the president of Ghana,
Ain't no use
and we
to
are going to
saying that
make
to
more
people.
video. We are going to tell them to stop that. You don't need them. You don't need to bring
Hmm.
the whole world down. You don't need to. It's not. It's of no use. Okay, it's of no use. It's of no use. Hey, and when we start fighting on media, it's not going to look nice. It's not going to look nice. It's not. God, please. I swear to God, everything I hear, I cannot believe. I cannot believe that you people hate yourself like this.
Oh no, but
Like
stop. I'm
African
live right
America
here.
hates us. Like
Go
I don't
ahead. I'm
believe.
gonna talk to you when I'm done.
I cannot believe.
Hold
I
on.
cannot.
No.
But please, you people should stop and we are apologizing
What?
on behalf of Ghana. Eh?
Oh my
That will not
god.
happen again. Maybe the Caribbean can connect with Africa, no
No.
problem. African and African America can still connect with America. It's not a problem. I'm not saying much because I don't even understand this whole madness. This is madness.
I'm not gonna take your little
I'll go and
gold.
read more and bring more news. I will just bring news for you to see what Africa go through before they can remove their people out of the country, out of the land. And I will give you a lot of country like Benin,
We don't want
Dahomey. You know
that.
what Dahomey went through? before they destabilized everything and took their people away? You don't know. You just listen to what America teach you and tell you, Africa ate you, Africa sold you, they sold you because of chicken.
And why they say we be listening to what America didn't say this. Your own people said this. That's the crazy part. Your people said this. America didn't say it. Y'all said
They
it.
stole you. That is only what you understand. And you don't want to even ask question from us. And
Here
maybe they are
go.
not
You gotta
even
go.
telling you, but I will try
So
and tell
when
you.
I get done, we're gonna go to the big.
You all see what is going on. I don't know where we are going to start from.
Oh, we already seen
Months
that
now,
one.
we've been investigating this network
This one
of
that had me
trolls
tripped out
targeting
still.
African Americans, and now we've actually come here to Ghana to try to get the full story.
In the run-up to our journey, we had discovered that all of the accounts were connected to an NGO called Eliminating Barriers for the Liberation of Africa, known as EBLA or EBLA. Looking at the website, it was clear something was off. Parts of it still had dummy text. It was impossible to make an actual donation. And most mysteriously, one of the photographs had a Russian file name. Though the group claimed to be focused on issues like poverty in Ghana, its employees posted almost exclusively about the U.S. Some used incendiary language. America's descent into a fascist police state continues. Someone needs to take that senator out. Often they posted on real U.S. groups, an attempt to gain legitimacy and build an audience. Many even implied they were in America.
My bad, y'all. And my grandson just came from Fresno and he wild, okay? He wild. I said, you read that? She said, oh, beautiful little baby. He gonna try to flip you off because you called him a baby? Like, man, yeah, you gotta retrain our grandkids. Then they go back and they learn the same stuff all over again. This shit is trippy.
We all are sick and tired of the violence that's taking place in our communities. In reality, they were here, in a nondescript house on the outskirts of Ghana's capital.
This is the compound where the operation has been based. There's no sign for an NGO. We're about an hour outside of the city, and you can see this is a very secluded residential area. And people here have been telling us that about 3 weeks ago, Ghanaian security services showed up here, raided the building, and no one's been back since.
Sources in Ghana's national security tell CNN that all of EBLA's funding came from Russia. After the raid, the accounts went quiet for a few days. Then on Instagram, the group changed their handle names and started posting again.
Okay, yeah, they building up these centers. Yeah, West Fresno, you already know. You know, yeah, Fresno. That's where I'm from, Fresno. So, you know, I got a lot of, yeah. Yeah, but yeah. Why the fuck? Say Ghanaians insulting me and all black Americans because I said morons looking back, Africans, anti-blackness, self-floating hatred, and black Americans run these MAGA of Africa tunes. Also, tribal conflicts in Ghana, they are talking to each other over what? See, you are not real black. You are a kata. You are not African. How many baby daddies do you have yet? And your Akata guys are smacking each other. See? But this was crazy, right? Is when they be saying stuff like this. This is the type of stuff they say. And like if you say something, you know, they make it seem like they not doing this. Like, bro, I hate this word right here. Like cotton picker. I ain't gonna even say I hate it. It's just distasteful. It's like this don't compare to saying African booty scratcher. It's not even close. It's not close. Like people weird as hell.
In Ghana, my first day, the police held me hostage for 2 full hours. They told me I tested positive for COVID. They told me my husband tested positive for COVID. They said I wasn't going anywhere. I watched police on a roof with guns on top of the airport. I saw military presence. They had the Navy, the Army, all the military all around me. I saw armed men everywhere. police everywhere. And the whole time, it wasn't even about COVID. It was about money. They had extorted me for $900 already coming out the airport, and they wanted more. Before I left out, the lady told me that I was positive. She said, "What do you want to do about it?" And put her hand out. I said, "Okay, I mean, it doesn't happen." I've been harassed by.
Hey, yeah, I hear you saying this right here. Reparations, bro. We've been talking about reparations way before y'all even started this little thing. So like it'd be kind of weird because people come in. Well, reparations is for Africans, and it's no, it's not. It's for the Americans that went through the slave trade. It's not for another country that gave the slaves. What you need reparations for? What you need anything for? And then plus you talking like when people say FBA, you got to understand they're saying FBA because we're just splitting away from the other ones that was already split from us. So we have all those genetics within us, all of them. We got Indian, we got white, we got African, we got all these different genetics within us. Like period. Like what are you talking about? So just because we took the African off, that don't mean shit. That just mean we're making ourselves known to us. Like this is us right here. You guys are different. When you say African, like African is different than us because we are a whole different breed. That's the problem. That's what people don't understand. Why you think everybody's not doing what Africa is doing? Everybody's doing what Foundational Black Americans is doing. That's why our voice is so loud. When they speak, I ain't saying it's not loud, but I'm saying we a whole different breed, bro. Like and like I understand you guys getting mad, like Africans getting mad about it, but how you gonna get mad when you already said you was different than us? You said that yourself. Like you started that in a long time ago. Like back in Muhammad Ali days, we talking about the 60s. Y'all been saying that. Y'all been separated from us. Y'all been different than us. Now that we said y'all got a problem with it, it's like, wait, hold on. Then you gonna wait? We don't got no time to reparations. Hell now. What are you saying? You sound crazy. Like you sound crazy. Like get your shit together. Get all your shit together. All right. Flush it down the toilet. Like period. Just flush it down the toilet. Because if you think you deserve reparations and you move from Africa to here, like you crazy. And it's not even about the money with us. See, that's what y'all got messed up. That's what y'all got fucked up. Is y'all think it's about reparations with us. It's not. It's about us having a peace of mind and being our own people and not getting portrayed by y'all to be what y'all want us to be or what y'all think we should be. It's about us just having our own peace of mind and being left to ourselves and not being bothered. You feel me? Not having copycats and which I understand, like I would want to try to be like the most popular people on the planet also. That I would want to too. And then if they break away from us and they say, okay, yeah, no, we not, yeah, I would be mad too. Edison, no, I went to Fresno High. But no, I would be angry too. But it's like kind of weird, bro. Y'all getting hella weird with this shit. And then you gonna try to make it, oh, well, if y'all breaking away from Africans, y'all don't need what the fuck? Like, that don't mean our family wasn't, like, some of our families wasn't slaves back in the days. Like, see, that's the problem. And then you don't even understand the whole history of the shit. Because a lot of the slaves didn't come from Africa. They were already here. So that narrative that, like, I'm going to say it again, that narrative that you think you confident about, that shit get flushed down the toilet. Because you just don't know. So you don't get it. You don't understand. Because you don't want to. Which I understand that. You don't want to. You feel me? Take your time and read the room, nigga. Like, read the room.
On multiple occasions. I done had pat downs. I done had searches. I done had them search my purse all up and through there. You didn't take me through there.
Yeah, act like visitors.
On the current situation happening in Ghana between the African American and Ghanaians, Ghanaian government, because this issue has become hot. I don't think this lady ever thought that this is going to escalate to something else. So the latest now is the fact that
exactly. Hey, I like how you said that. Moving here is your reparations. Exactly. Because I'm like, you have some of us that want to go over there, but it ain't too many. It ain't too many that want to move there. We like, okay, it's a great place to visit, but no, this is my home right here. This is it right here.
Are now coming out, sharing their experience with Ghana police. According to them, that the lady might be right. That she might be right. I'm just making it sound good to you guys, but they'll be like, the lady is right because this is what happened to us while we are in Ghana. I hope you're ready for this video, guys. Let's jump.
Exactly. Y'all talking about go to Ghana. Then we go to Ghana. You hear she over there, she black in Ghana getting patted down. Like, bro, get your... Man, they better stop, man. They better stop. Like, you don't go through that. When Africans or Ghanaians come here to the United States, you don't get no... Like, if you say you don't get no black hate, you don't. You do. That's what you don't get. You don't have people pointing you out, talking shit about... You don't get that. But you telling us come over there and then we get that when we go over there. Like, man, y'all better, man, y'all delusional. Hella delusional.
I would love us to have a conversation in the comment section, okay? Let's get right into it. And definitely, I'll be back.
I already know I'm going to ruffle some feathers with this one, but I don't care. Y'all can't pull no wool over my eyes and say Ghana is safe.
Vic Mensa, the hip-hop cosplaying Tether, half Ghanaian, half white. His mother is American white. His father is Ghanaian African. Tether president, Ghanaian Tether president Mahama. We need to talk about the Tether president Mahama trying to steal Black Americans' reparations, Indigenous Americans' reparations in the United States of America. This conversation is very nuanced. A lot of people won't understand it because they're remedial, they're novice. And
exactly. They not going to understand it because it's like, if you sold slaves and you gave slaves, what do you need any type of reparations? Like, you know, I could see like if he was just going to make it known and let everybody, you just say, okay, yeah, we had slaves, we owned slaves. It's a thing. It's okay. We're acknowledging it. That would be different. But then for you to ask for reparations, like, you know, and then say, okay, well, you know, we're going to use it. We're going to fix up our place. And then we're going to invite all those over there from over there to over here to help us fix our place. It's like, wait, hello, bro. You can't buy us. Like, we ain't for sale. Like, what the fuck? We is not for sale. Okay? Period. So I don't even know why he would say something like that. You feel me? That shit is just, it boggles my mind.
They don't have the bloodline, you understand? They don't have the education. Now, Vic Mensa made a video about the United States of America turning down the Ghanaian Tether president. But we're going to get into it. But first of all, hold on. I'm Ken Nottaway, the 5th great grandson of Nat Turner, one of the greatest American freedom fighters of all time. On my channel, we talk about journalism, psychology, communication, media, and public relations in relation to protecting the identity of Black Americans, Indigenous American Indians in the United States of America. Oftentimes, through these channels, through these mediums, our narratives are changed, but we're correcting the action. These are also the areas of my expertise that I went to college for. So take a look at this video of the Tether Vic Mensa.
Yeah, you got it all wrong. I understand. I hear what you're saying because, you know, you're going to backlash FBA because you don't understand it. So I'm not even going. This question right here, why am I going to even? I'm not even going to play with you because you don't get it, and you ain't never going to get it. You just you're a plant.
Speaking
you're a plant.
Black Americans, Indigenous American Indians, reparations in the United States of America. Take a look at this, and we're going to analyze it.
The President of Ghana passed a resolution in the UN to declare slavery the greatest crime against humanity. Of course, the U.S. voted against it. Most of Europe abstained. That's like asking a jury full of murderers whether they want to go to jail for all the people they killed. They getting that not guilty. These niggas act like we need an astrophysicist to tell us the sky is blue. Or it's kind of like when the police get to investigate themselves and they find no evidence of misconduct. I've been seeing the Diaspora Wars come back to life, real conversations about the role of Africans in selling themselves into slavery. There's an amazing book I recommend called How Europe Underdeveloped Africa by Walter Rodney. And it really illustrates how all-encompassing this system of slavery was, how no singular nation or people were able to successfully reject it, and why. Take Dahomey, for example, in modern-day Benin. Certain kings sent emissaries to Portugal, to the king of Portugal, to negotiate trade and legitimate goods instead of slavery, to end the slave trade. They said, no, nigga, y'all trading slaves or you trading nothing. When they fought back against the slave trade, all commerce with their neighbor.
It's almost like they putting it like this, right? If you went, let's say you had stake in somewhere, you know, or you had money somewhere, okay, but you know, you probably was gonna get it, but you didn't know if you was gonna get it. And then your neighbor go down there and try to get your money, you know, like and say what he's gonna do with the money that's supposed to be given to you. Like your neighbor go down there and say, hey, my neighbor, you feel me, it's messed up what happened. I played a part in what he did, what happened to him, you know, and we apologize for that, but we feel like, you know, we need to get reparations for what we did or what happened to that neighbor. We need to get reparations for that thing that happened. And now, instead of that thing going to you, your neighbor is asking for it. Like that, do that make sense? Like, would that make sense to you? No, hell no. Your ass would be down there going, hey, bro, you can't speak for me. Like, wait, how you gonna speak for me? You cannot go down there and speak for me when you played part in what happened to me. You admitted to it. You admitted to a crime. You admitted to a crime, and then you gonna go and ask for money for that crime that you helped commit. You ain't suffering. Like, that's just diabolical. If that don't make sense, then it don't get no easier explained than that.
Was cut off. Access to the sea was cut off. Land routes cut off. Similarly to how they're doing to Cuba now, the slavers completely restricted Africans from trading with each other. Cuba's not even able to get goods from their neighbors because the slavers have decided that. Of course, they don't want to pay their reparations. They still got niggas enslaved in the jail, in the prison right now. That's why the U.S. can never claim morality until reparations are paid to the descendants of slaves in America. I'm not going to make it on the list. I know. Hey, look, I'm fighting for y'all to get some, nigga. My son gonna get some. Shit. Like, son, let me hold your little check, son. I'll be like Jesus Shuttlesworth's dad, and he got game. Now, son, you know, I'm the one that brought you in this world. Let me get on my Denzel shit.
So there are a lot of primitive people, a lot of remedial people I've been dealing with, inconsequential Africans and people of African descent who don't know what the fuck is going on in the United States of America.
See, and this y'all, what's the name right here? See, this is y'all, this y'all problem right here, bro. This tethers must unite. You feel me? Yeah, you would do that. You would try to unite but that right here is not, that won't even work. You know, if you unite, don't come on our land and unite. If this the case, you know, we xenophobic, we lazy, we all the different things, but you know, everybody here got jobs. So I'm just saying, go unite on your land. All right. If that's the case, go unite on your land. Cause this is the thing. I'll be running this shit. I don't be saying nothing bad about Africans, Caribbeans. I don't have to. I'll let y'all talk yourselves into me going, hey, you wrong for that. Now I'm gonna say this. I don't say nothing bad about an African, about a Caribbean. You can go look at all my videos unless they said something about my people. Then, oh yeah, I'm gonna clap back. That's what it is. I don't have nothing against y'all, but that's y'all problem. You come in here and you try to, you want to call people names and shit. I ain't calling you names. I don't have to. We can be all, you call us lazy. You can call us all the things that you want to call us. We still winning. You feel me? When you go places, they want to be us. They don't want to be you. You want to be us. That's why they calling y'all tethers. Because y'all look, talk, act, walk like us. You don't walk like yourself or like your people. No, you come and you be us. So that's the thing. So I'm just saying, bro, I don't gotta bad mouth you. I ain't gotta call you out your name. I ain't gotta do none of that. You feel me? I'm gonna let you do it so people can just see, okay, this is what y'all be doing when y'all think y'all under attack. And I'm not attacking you. I'm just saying the truth of what is. I'm saying the truth. You don't hear me saying well, I heard a lot of stuff since I've been going into this stuff. I heard a lot of people say a lot of things on both sides. And I be like, I ain't got to do that. But if I hear you attacking us, oh yeah, bro, I'm going to stand up for us all day, every day. You got it twisted. Like, okay, you supposed to stand up for y'all, but you don't hear me. You know, I will though. I might have to.
How reparations is
y'all
claimed.
Be talking shit.
Now, the United States of America told you what we've
shit.
been saying. Reparations is a justice claim. What happened to your ancestors? How were they affected? How were their descendants affected, right? And it's claimed by lineage, not through people saying that they're African descent all around the world, not people saying that they're Black all around the world, specific ancestors. And what we talk about on my channel is genealogy, right? You have to prove your lineage. It's the only way. Now, there was some African countries allowing.
Bro, if we wasn't growing, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't even, the whole world wouldn't even be speaking on FBA. If it wasn't nothing, it wouldn't be nothing to talk about. Think about that. That's why your ass here right now. Because you had to come see it for yourself. You feel me? If it wasn't nothing, you wouldn't be here right now. Like a lot of you wouldn't even, if it wasn't nothing, a lot of people wouldn't even be in America right now, walking around free because of us. You wouldn't have no parts of this. You wouldn't even be able to step on this soil and get a job and you know, and change your life. Like we changed y'all lives. We made it possible for you to be here where we at. We did that. Our ancestors walked on and died and got eaten, bit up by dogs. Got, you feel me, hit with fucking fire, fucking hoses and all type of shit. We did that. My people did that. Yours didn't do none of that shit. None of that. When the doors open, they ran over here though. They ran over here, but they didn't go through none of that. None of that. We went through in the past, bro. They didn't go through none of that. Come on now. So y'all can say what y'all want. Y'all can call us lazy. Y'all can call us all the names. It just shows how ignorant you are. You feel me? But I can be the same way. I can go and pull out receipts and show what's going on over there, and it's 1,000 times worse than over here. And yeah, y'all got little continents, and all of them separated. Separation within the continent, within the continent, within the continent. A gang of separation, and y'all funking with yourselves over there. And we don't speak on it. You don't hear us. We only speaking on what y'all doing regarding us. We don't speak on what y'all got going over there. Like, you think we tripping off what's going on in Africa? If Africa don't have anything to do with us? No, we're not. Look, this is the cold thing about it, bro. We was bringing money to Africa. We wanted to live in Africa at a time and point. Like, a lot of us wanted to go back to Africa, do our thing, at least go visit. Like, now it's to the point to where we don't even want to do that. Y'all up there, oh, y'all lazy, y'all ain't got no money, y'all this, y'all that. But every time we go over there, what y'all doing? Double charging us, overcharging us. Y'all trying to get the money that y'all say we don't have. But another thing, most of y'all can't even come over here. Like, most of us can go anywhere. Most of y'all can't even come over here. It's certain ways y'all gotta get through to get over here. Like us, no, we go anywhere we want. Like, period. You see us all over the place, like all over the world, like, period. So I'm like going, it's crazy, bro. I don't even know why y'all acting like this.
People of African descent to get citizenship in Africa by way of an ethnicity DNA test, which all scientists and biologists say is not accurate to prove your lineage. Only way you can do that is kinship testing and genealogy. You can never do that in the United States of America to claim any justice claim using an ethnicity DNA test.
You know.
So already Ghana.
Then, that's another thing they be trying to say, oh yeah, it be bots. Man, no, y'all be bots like motherfuckers. Y'all say the same thing over and over again. It be the same thing. Y'all push to say the same thing 100 times. Like, man, shit. If you can't say it in English, say it in your language and I'll translate it if it's easier for you. Say it in your language and I'll copy it and paste it to translate it. Because if you're going to keep saying the same thing in English, it seems like that's the only thing you knew. Like you copied and pasted that shit on here and you're going to keep on saying it. Like, bro, come on now. Say it in your language and then I'll just copy and paste it and I'll translate it to make it easier for you. So if you can't say it right,
Nigeria, because I know they were doing that too in Congo, you're out of control.
You keep saying
right? It's all about the cash flow, profit, and leeches. These are criminals. Africans sold Africans into slavery. Thus, they never viewed each other the same based upon the way they look. So when people are delineating, like Black Americans, Indigenous American Indians are in the United States of America.
Exactly. You hear, look, my kid is my daughter in Japan right now while they kicking Africans out. Yeah, I got a partner from here. You know, he live over there. So, I mean, I got a couple of Black people I know that moved out the States and moved to Japan, China, and different places. They live over there. So I'm like going, and they ain't gonna say nothing to them.
Delineating to protect culture, reparations, restorative justice, specific policies for our lineage birthrights in the United States of America that you claim by way of lineage. And in fact, many of us have been fighting for reparations for a long time. My mother, the fourth great granddaughter of Nat Turner, has been fighting for reparations.
Exactly. So why they trying to make it seem like it's some reparations is something new to us? We've been trying to get that shit for a long time, and then it got to a point to where we ain't even tripping, but we got other ones that's still pushing the issue. And then we ain't even gonna get on their shacks. They talking about we lazy. I said, man, yeah, I told y'all, I said them shacks they be living in, you know what we use those for. I hate to say it, you know, since you want to talk shit about us, look, them shacks, we use them for our tools. We got those, that's a tool shed. That ain't no house. That is a tool shed. We put our lawnmower, you feel me, old stuff we don't want, we stack it up in there. We don't sleep in that motherfucker like that shit. Like, and I showed y'all the shacks that we got. Like, we put those in the backyard or the front yard, and we stack tools and other necessities that yard working tools and stuff like that in. We don't live in them motherfuckers. And that's, you know, so y'all need to lazy and all that shit, bro. Y'all need to get it together, bro. Y'all need to stop saying that shit.
These novices like to get into the conversation.
I ain't got a lazy person in my family.
Anything. So let's talk about it. Indigenous American Indians were the first enslaved in the United States of America and reclassified to Negro, colored, mulatto, and black. These terms were not synonymous with being African or African descent or mixed. You understand what I'm saying? Kicked off by Walter Plecker, a eugenicist, the Racial Integrity Act of 1924. That is what reclassified these people. So when you do your genealogy and you look at your census records, because the enslaved could be an African or it can be an Indigenous American Indian. And the United States of America knows that you motherfuckers ain't do no genealogy to prove anything. So how could you anchor a reparations conversation in the United States of America for so-called Black Americans that were reclassified? How could you anchor it in Africa when you don't know the nuance of what's going on? The United States of America knows this. They're not going to give you reparations when you're really an Indigenous American Indian that was enslaved. They need it to be qualified the right way. So this tethered president, by the way, Ghana has child trafficking and child slavery. Nigeria just had a whole grape festival. Very primitive people. If that's the case, why didn't the Ghanaian...
It's because of my people. People like, I don't even know who that is, but the reason I know mine is because my people, my elders, they hold on to everything. You know, I'm gonna tell you, when it comes to Black people, it's a lot people don't know about us, and it's cool. I understand it. You feel me? Like, but a lot of us, you call that great auntie. That like right now, one of my elders about to turn 80, about to do a birthday party for. We're gonna do a birthday party for her in Fresno on next weekend, right? She's about to turn 80, and you go to like elders like that, they got everything. They got all the paperwork. They got like from the 1600s all the way up to now. Birth certificates, all type of shit. Old IDs that you ain't never seen this kind of ID before. A paper ID, all type of shit, bro. We hold on to that. That's what we do. Like as black people, that's something that we do. Like I have my father's stuff and my grandfather's stuff. Like we hold on to certain things that I don't know if y'all got that kind of stuff out there. I don't know. But yeah, we hold on to that shit. So we don't need to do census. We don't need to even talk to nobody outside of our family to know our history. That's the problem. We don't have to go and search online, really. We can and do it both ways, but there's a person in each one of our families that we can go talk to, and they're going to give us the whole rundown, like period, point blank. And it's going to be from the elders on up. And then the elders, what they do is they pass it on to the next generation to hold on to. Look, here go your family. You feel me? This is our family. Look in this book right here. Black and white photos, all type of shit. You're going to have all the receipts. All the receipts right there in your face. You don't have to look it up. You don't have to do no fake DNA test. You don't even got to do all that. We don't got to do that. Our family hold on to this shit.
President addressed the other African countries that sold each other into slavery. We are suing Ghana for crimes against humanity, for undermining the reparations of Black Americans. Who gave you consent when many of us have been advocating for this? It's about getting the language right. And all these fleas who fled their land, everyone of African descent from the Caribbean and Africa, all in Black America.
They fled their land. But yeah, no. Granny told me everything before she transitioned, so I'm family record keeper. Exactly. And like that's what happened to like one of my family members. And like, well, we still got like a couple of older ones that's still here. And then we got other ones, like I said, that just got everything right there for and can break it all down to you. Like all the way, like they take you so far back, you be lost. You like, damn, you got shit from the 1600s? Like this shit, like what the hell? Like everything, bro. Great great grandpa, great 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 grandpa, great 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 grandpa, all of them, all they shit. Hold on to it.
Americans, business, indigenous American Indians. That's why you're going to continue to be cursed. I want you to ask these Africans, who are the people that's kin to you that was sold into slavery? They can't even give you a name because they don't give a fuck about what happened in Africa. Many Africans don't even know this story of the transatlantic slave trade that was exaggerated. The least amount of Africans came to the United States of America. The majority went to the Caribbean and South America, Brazil. So why are these people always so meddlesome? Now, those of us who know the knowledge, that African burial ground, which was Lenape Indians that was there, and it was first called Negroes, a Negro burial ground. So they changed the name. That's the misclassification, reclassification all over again. And
all over. He just said it, destiny swapping. Hey, that's another thing. Like a lot of y'all still live on the land that, was passed down through your great grandparents, and like my family members, they still have documentation of the land to where they can go claim it if they want. They just not tripping, but they have the documentation. And like my cousin is reading it to me, and I'm like, going, dang, how you got all this stuff? Like, you feel me? I was flabbergasted. I'm like going, damn, you got it all right there. Breaking it down to me to where I was pulling it up on the computer. Everything he was giving me, I'm pulling it up, and I'm going, oh shit. I'm like, this should be hella interesting, bro. We love ourselves.
Told you Negro back in the day was not synonymous with being African. Racial Integrity Act of 1924. And whether or not you guys like this indigenous American Indian knowledge, it don't fucking matter, because that's why the United States of America is not moving. They literally told you why this is not going to happen. And it echoes the same things I've been telling you. So this tether Vic Mensa, who has no authority in Black American culture, much like the Ghanaian tether president, is misspeaking. You understand what I'm saying? I want you to imagine this. Let's say your grandmother gets unalived by a car. Whoever you are watching, a Black American, indigenous American Indian in the United States of America. And this same situation happens in the Caribbean and it happens in Africa, right? But you have a particular claim because it happened to your grandmother in this land, right? How did this happen? What was the harm? What was the cause, right? Who did it happen to? So imagine a tether from the Caribbean or Africa saying, hey, we need to get in this case because this happened to our grandmother too. But motherfucker, it didn't happen on this land. It's not your lineage. And
that's exactly what I just said. You feel me? You ever see them videos of the person pull up on their bike and they like, man, why you just sitting here? What happened, man? I just got in the car wreck. And then they go take their bike and they throw it in the bushes and they hop in the passenger seat and they like, what you doing? He like, man, I seen it. I was here. And it's like, that's what's happening.
The Caribbeans, see, they're not even involved in their shit because they have CARICOM, which is their task force for reparations that isn't including Black Americans because it's lineage based. So understand that the powers that be, the United States of America, and these African countries know that all Black Americans do not even come from fucking Africa. And this is exactly why we're in the predicament we're in, because these people think that Black Americans, Indigenous American Indians from the United States of America are slow like them, that we don't know our own history. That's why they're always meddlesome and calling you immigrants and saying you could be deported. They don't know shit. Inconsequential people. That's why I disrespect them. They should be disrespected. They're menace. There were a lot of...
See, this, you gonna get this from a lot of us, especially when you doing shit. You gonna get we gonna be disrespectful. You feel me? I'm just like not one of those that, you know, I try to keep it cool, you know, because that's just the type of person I am. That's how I try to keep it cool. But if you come for us, for me, oh yeah, I'm gonna gas you. I'm gonna gas you. But a lot of us, no, we're gonna be disrespectful because they know the shit y'all be doing, man. That's why they being disrespectful to you. We gonna be disrespectful because you was being disrespectful. You been being disrespectful for a long time. And I said, bro, that's the one thing. Don't wake the goddamn bear. Because once you wake up the bear, he just go crazy. And that's what's happening right now. So you have us ones that are going ham on you because you've been going ham. And you know what? We built like that. So if my partner go ham on you, I'm not going to stop him. I'm going to say, yeah, you was right. You feel me? Whether he was wrong or not, I'm going to back him. Still, that's what y'all don't understand about us. Whether our people is wrong or right when they doing something, they still going to 100% have our report. We going to have their back 100%. I don't give a fuck if they just robbed the bank and ran in the house. You feel me? And with the money. And the police came to the door and knocked on the door and said, hey, did somebody? No, they did not. No, they did not. I don't know what you talking about. Now, afterwards, we're going to tell them, hey, bro, you was wrong for that because you could have got us all caught up. You feel me? Or we going to tell them, but in your face, the hell no. We not going to do that. We don't get down like that. We going to ride for our own. And that's the part that I think they wasn't intending on happening. They wasn't intending on us all coming together and back in the same thing because they said we were separated. You know, us lazy people, we separated. We fight each other. We do all this. Well, bitch, you better know if some shit jump off, we there. We all there. You gonna have to deal with all of us. All of us. I don't give a fuck if we in gangs or whatever. You gonna have to deal with all of us. And that's just how it is with us. If you didn't know, you're going to have to come for all of us while y'all going to be like, oh, no, well, no, you're going to have to, all of us going to jump. Everybody going to jump.
Leeches from the Caribbean and Africa saying, you guys don't want all so-called black people. Mind you, they're not black. That was never their term, right? Me no black, all of them. Not just the Latinas and the Afro-Spanish Latinas and Spanish people. They all said me no black. They're not black. They were never called black in their land. This was a term for Black Americans, right? They're saying you don't want reparations for all people. Wait, so why do you guys care if you're not African? I'm not saying that all Black Americans say that they are not.
So they wasn't even, damn. They never used the term black. Like, okay, that right there is new to me. They never used the term black.
African
descent. Yeah, they did.
This is a nuanced conversation. Right. So if you can't understand that, get off this channel. This isn't a remedial channel. There's a lot of nuance in this. You know when I'm explaining to you that American Indians and all melanated people in the United States of America was thrown into the category of Black American. And people say, well, why are you talking all this if you're not this, motherfucker? Because you're disenfranchising everyone, no matter what identity they have. So you're going to speak for people that didn't give you consent? You got to understand these tethers, this African Ghanaian tether president, they're trying to go in through the back door. How is it, riddle me this, that Black Americans, Indigenous American Indians weren't invited to our own shit, that they didn't?
We don't want we don't give a fuck about no artifacts. Like we ain't, you think we some artifacts? We don't want no artifacts. We got all our artifacts. Look, we got our artifacts, okay? This is all we saying, period. Like, fuck that. Why I'm gonna keep saying the same thing over and over again? If you're gonna go and you're gonna try to get reparations for some shit that you took part in, how come not Dr. Don't go get Dr. Umar. You feel me? Go get somebody that's, foundational black, that's from here, family been here, lineage is here, and everything, and sit down and have a talk with them. You like, come on now. Like, how you gonna go and you gonna speak for all people of color? Like, period. How you gonna come? How you gonna speak for Black Americans? Like, how? You can't. You don't even know us. You don't even know us. And the thing that you say about us, it lets you already know how you feel about us. If your people is saying this, I can only imagine what you feel. So how you gonna go? That's why he kept it over there in Africa when he was saying it. He didn't even bring us in the conversation of half the shit that he was saying. When I watched it, I didn't hear nothing about Black Americans. You feel me? We the ones who suffered and still suffering right today behind this. Africa is not suffering. Africa is suffering because of what it did to itself. That don't have nothing to do with us. Like when they sold slaves and did all that, oh, you caused harm to your land. You did that. Matter of fact, since you saying and apologizing, why don't you just be the first to pay out reparations to the ones that was enslaved, to the families of the enslaved Africans that you say were enslaved and the harm was caused to? If that's the case, why don't you yourself go, okay, I apologize for what we did. This is what we gonna do. Instead of bringing up reparations, be the first to go out and pay them out. No, you're not doing that. You're trying, like, go get your artifacts. We don't want the artifacts. Then we're like, what we gonna do with artifacts? Us. We just said we are FBA, Foundational Black Americans. Get your artifacts. What does that have? You don't see no Foundational Black American talking about no goddamn artifacts. We not talking about no artifacts. That's not what we saying. Why is people, what the fuck do y'all, is y'all listening? Is y'all paying attention? Or is you just stuck on your own story? You just stuck on your own story. That's why you keep saying weird shit that don't make sense. But it makes sense to you. Like, it makes sense to you. Get your artifacts. What we go? Have you heard any one of us say, hey, yeah, we fighting for artifacts in order to get our artifacts back? No, we're not. We're fighting for us to be by ourselves, to be separated from everybody else that tried to be like us and tried to be us. We will take reparations for what happened to our family members back then. You feel me? Because we are still part of that right here today. So it's like kind of weird, bro. These people is weird. Y'all don't even, is you listening? Man, read your shit 10 times before you write it on here, okay?
Plaster these events all over for everyone because they wanted to undermine you. You understand what I'm saying? How are you placing wreaths on people that don't even belong to you? You can't prove it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is the leech behavior. Vampiric tethers, cosplayers trying to destiny swap with you. This is what I've been trying to tell you. And I'm so glad that many Black Americans are waking up. Those of us who have been...
I'm glad too, because they is cursed. They trying to lift that curse, right? Like, think about it. They've been in turmoil for so long. They trying to lift that curse, bro. It's not going... it ain't on you to lift the curse. You feel me? When the curse was put upon you when the people got removed from over there and y'all sold them. Y'all picked up the curse, and you feel me? So they got to remove the curse. You ain't gonna be able to do it yourself, because that's what you're not gonna be able to do. I hate to say it.
Years and years. And for all these novices to come, these inconsequential people, because they're beggars, right? They're leeches. They're parasitic. And what I mean by that is these people have abandoned their destiny. A part of honoring your ancestors is picking up the fight in their land that they built, right? So all these Caribbeans and Africans coming to the United States of America, they don't know what it's like to fight. We paved the way for these people. Why is everything always orchestrated and directed towards Black Americans when the least amount of African slaves came here? Why aren't they always begging Caribbeans and all these other fleers around the world who say that they're African descent to go back home to Africa? Why is it always directed at Black Americans? Because you are the most powerful. And see, it's a great sin. That's why all these people are cursed, to tell you the truth. Because they know they're not fruits and seeds of this land.
I told you, look, see, that's why I don't like saying stuff, because you gotta understand, right? Like me, I've been diving in on psychedelics under the psychedelic rock for like 6 years, right? And a lot of things I say that are gonna come out my mouth is gonna sound outlandish. Then you're gonna hear somebody else say it right after I say it, and you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I get it. You feel me? It's gonna sound crazy when it come off my lips, but then you're gonna hear somebody else say it. Like when I said, like, we are like the superheroes of the planet. People don't understand that, but we are. We are like the superheroes of the planet. Like we are, like we like we'll go to war, we'll funk with each other, but we not going to war with nobody else. Like and everybody else does that same thing. Like we so damn loving. That's why everything the way it is right now, because we too damn loving. We always been a loving people. We always gave respect to everybody. We always, no matter who they were, this is what we did as a people. This is the type of person we were. And we just didn't know that y'all didn't like us. That's what's fucking me up. Since I got into this, I'm like going, damn, they didn't like us this whole time. The respect we was giving them, the good treatment we was giving them, and they never liked us. They didn't like us. We cotton pickers. We had collars and shit. Like, oh, okay, all right.
They know the power lies within the descendants, and that's why they always want us to initiate them into this land. That's why they always want us to advocate for them when they say we are the minority, which we're not. Do you know your power? You African leeches will never destiny swap with us, and any of yous, that's New Jersey talk yous, who are African descent, you will never destiny swap with us. You are going to be cursed for eternity. Do you understand me? This is why your lands are in peril, because you don't even fight for shit. You flee over here, right? See, I want you to get into the psychology. These Caribbeans and these Africans and people of African descent who don't even know how reparations work, who think we're laughing because we don't want them to have reparations. No, you need to claim it the right way. But people who fled their land, who don't fight for shit, who don't honor their ancestors, of course they would think a Ghanaian's Heather president can give them all reparations, and these motherfuckers don't even know how reparations is claimed. It's claimed by fucking lineage. So can this motherfucking Heather Ghanaian president tell you who is an African slave in the United States of America? Who was an African slave in the Caribbean? You think everyone was melanated, was African? Because you got fucking broad noses and kinky fucking hair and big lips and bodacious bodies and muscular bodies. You people are parasitic. And that's why you will remain cursed. Now listen, I don't boast about my education, but I have to state my education because someone who has education in communication and psychology and journalism, who researches things, and all these people, these lawyers, the fucking United States of America just told you why it's unlawful, because it's claimed by lineage. And these people don't get that. They're so remedial and primitive, but they don't care nothing about lineage. So they will undermine you for 400 more fucking years just so they could pay off debts in Africa when they sold people into slavery, and it continues to happen today. Do you understand what I'm saying? We're going to keep talking about Ghana and Africa, the treacherous people on that continent. This is why you live the way you live. All these Black American or the African American civil rights leaders and people in politics that's backing this dumb shit, you are going to be cursed too. You are sellouts. You know that's not how reparations is claimed. And it's funny that when all Black Americans wanted tangibles, and was saying, we're not giving you a vote to any motherfucking body if we don't have reparations. Everybody was telling you, oh, no, don't talk about that. We need to pick between the lesser of two evils and all this and all that. Now, all of a sudden, these motherfuckers want to advocate for reparations, and the wrong way. The wrong way. Did you hear my analogy about the grandmothers? How the fuck you trying to claim something that happened to my grandmother that has nothing to do with you?
Exactly.
What? These people are remedial. They're demonic. They're vampiric. They're leeches. They're primitive. You understand what I'm saying? Stay on code. I don't give a fuck. I don't look at no Caribbeans and Africans as my brothers and sisters. We don't have the same culture or the same birthright. You're just another human. And what I'm seeing, a lot of you are colonizers, just like the white man, coming to this land trying to speak on behalf of Black Americans, Indigenous American Indians, like we're not highly educated, like we don't know what's going on. You people are going to have a wake-up call. And mark my words, we already know Black Americans are the chosen ones. And when you cross the chosen ones, 1,000 years.
Oh, it's right here.
1,000 more fucking years, you're going to...
Cannot tow away. It's right here. Like you always see they channel right here, bro, in the right here up in the corner, right where I'm pointing at, right there. You always see the name of the person who channel we watching. They on TikTok.
Living of devastation. When you cross the chosen ones, you're going to find out. Now watch how things start happening around the world. You understand what I'm saying? But we're also going to talk about in another...
Hey, y'all. Going in.
Y'all remember when that lady with the blonde hair, whatever color her wig was, she had on, posted a video and said that she was kidnapped in Ghana by, maybe it was 4 police officers, I can't remember. And they took her phone from her and they rode her around, her and whoever the Ghanaian friend she had. Hold on, let me turn this thing off.
Yeah, speaking into essence. Exactly. We ain't speaking it for nothing.
Rode her around, took her to the ATM machine, and had her to take money out, right? Now, when I first saw that video, and she said that stuff, what the hell? Oh, boxes, I'm moving. I believed it, okay? But then people came trying to discredit her, saying that she was lying and she was paid to do this and say this or whatever, okay? I don't believe that part, though. Now, it happened to me today. It happened to me today and my family. They held us hostage. They sure did. They took our vehicle from us. They told us that we had to pay money to be free. To be free, right? One person even told us, oh, go get you a bills person. Get you a bills person to come pay the money, what have you, right? I was like, okay, fine, whatever. You got some bills, people? Oh, no. We don't do none of that. Okay.
That's crazy.
So, we're there. They want...
Probably did lie.
$2,000. $2,000. And I ain't talking about CDs. Dollars. Okay. Ain't paying that because we didn't do anything wrong. Damn, first of all, let me back up. Okay. Poor. The people that's visit Ghana, the people that live in Ghana, you all know how crowded and congested these Ghanaian roads are, right? They're crowded and congested. How can you speed? But anyway, what they were doing, they had this block set up, and they were only stopping vehicles that looked nice looking, up-to-date vehicles. They was only stopping those vehicles. I noticed that. I'm paying attention to everything. Telling everybody, you're speeding. How are you speeding in a traffic jam? Make it make sense. How are you speeding in a traffic jam? Okay, my husband's coming through. I got to stop the video. Okay.
Oh, man. Yeah. Women, sometimes y'all be taking a long time.
You want to talk about, the transatlantic, the transatlantic slavery? People think that the people that were taken to the Caribbean were mostly Ashantis. No. It was actually the Ashantis that were capturing people. So they were capturing people from the north of Ghana. Other places the Salaga market. Yeah. So they catch you from the Salaga side. They walk you down all the way to Cape Coast, where you take your last bath.
You walk all the way from the north.
I tell you,
down. Yeah. Are you kidding me?
So that is why
you are making it up. It's not true.
I'm not making it up. I'm not making it up. I'm not making it up. If you go to the north, okay.
Many of our African American brothers in the diaspora in the Caribbean, we shouldn't think they are from the coastal areas.
No.
Salaga, up north. If we do tourism right, you will just see how they trekked, kidnapped, captured people all the way from present-day northern Ghana, hundreds of kilometers.
Not that I know.
Yes, they walk.
Some people did not even make it along the way from the north to the south. Like
this is one of the news outlets that I follow in Ghana. I woke up this morning to start reading the news like I do just about every day. Read the news in many African countries. There are 56 countries in Africa, 55 in the African Union. Please forgive my voice. I'm losing my voice. I want to thank everybody that stood beside me when I protested in New York on the 24th and the 25th. Today on the 26th, I'll be at 1837 Broad Street in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, at the Temple University Performing Arts Center to protest again. As far as I know, I'm the only person that'll be there. 1837 Broad Street. Today at 4:30 p.m. So I woke up and I read the news and saw comments from Ghanaians saying that they're going to get reparations. The United States rejected the proposal or whatever John Mahama wanted to recognize. He mentioned reparations and reparative justice, but he did not mention.
What the hell? They got a whole slave market? No, that can't be real, man.
You know it's real. You own someone.
That's got to be fake.
You know what's that?
Yeah, I know. That's got to be fake, man. Golly. The slave market? What is that? The Salaga slave market? Like whoever said that, like this is trippy. This is, hold on, let me show this real fast. Like, is this real? Landmark. It's one of the most important tourist landmarks. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, it's a landmark basically. What? Century slave market located in East Ghana. Okay, so dang. Wow, that is crazy, bro. That's crazy. They still got it now. Okay, yeah, we about to go to these Nigerians and what they have to say.
He said a lot of things that are not true, and he's working against so many African American women.
Okay,
most things that he said, like the man being married, they get married.
Hold on. I want to say something.
They get married over there.
I would like to say something.
That's the thing.
Hold on. Everyone, hold on. Sorry. The drop queen, your 5 minutes, so I'll still give you time. Gays, I'm going to give you your own 5 minutes to express yourself. No. And drop queen, while she's talking, just pay attention so you can still respond. Gays.
Yeah.
No, it's gays.
Yeah, that's me. So I'm going to start with responding to them because what really triggers me is these people thinking they know Nigerian. They are more Nigerian than us, the Nigerian that were born and raised in Nigeria. That's the part I have the problem about. This girl, Diamond, I don't know you from anywhere. Crazy. How did you say I came to know you to talk about Black American women? I came through a life, I'm always on FYP. I saw your life sitting with Kiki Debades. She's also married to a Nigerian man talking about Nigerian women. I requested to come up because there was a girl up there, an Igbo woman, something on Malicha. You girls were attacking her because she came up because she later told me.
Man, what the hell?
Like I said, so my point, for the next 10 years plus, I studied Nigerian culture, I immersed myself in it. You guys still would not call me Nigerian.
Yes, you don't have to say it.
Even if my ancestry said I was 90% Nigerian, you guys still wouldn't call me.
Because the answer would still be different, and it depends. And I said it depends on how. If you haven't gone through that process in immersing a culture, you can't say we won't accept you. Do that first.
You already answered.
Who said that?
You already answered.
You literally said.
The thing that I find so funny about all of this stuff is when it comes to like aesthetic, look, and all that other shit, they look like us American Black folks. Like all that African tradition and all that other shit, they only do that shit at home. When they come out the door, they one of us. But then when we try to, get more in tune with them, they like, nah, my G. But it's not all of them. It's not. And I like the fact that she proved his point. Like, this is what I tell Africans, Haitians, Black, Spanish, all that. If I know you and we Black, we come from the same descent. Either you didn't get taken by the slave ships or the slave ship just dropped you off in a different part of the world. When it all boils down to, we come from the same DNA and chromosome.
Like I said, so my point for the next.
What if all African Americans suddenly relocated to Nigeria? Relocating 47 million African Americans to a nation of 237 million triggers a $1.8 trillion continental super reset, giving West Africa a global cultural monopoly. Soft power shifts instantly as the 85% dominant U.S. rap industry and 70% of NBA and NFL rosters exit. Lagos becomes the global talent hub, with stars like LeBron James, Lamar Jackson, and Kevin Durant now officially competing under the Nigerian flag. The departure of iconic actors like Denzel Washington and Will Smith, alongside creators like iShowSpeed, Kai Cenat, and Marcus Brownlee, launches a massive cultural rival to Western media dominance. Economic demand sparks thousands of fast food restaurants and retail franchises, driving an agricultural pivot that utilizes 35 million hectares of idle land to stabilize.
I think they seen this video. They say, "Yeah, let's try to get reparations and pay them to come over here." But they try to make it seem like, these the lazy broke people they talking about. You feel me? But if we was to go over there, they shit will be blown out the water. It'll be so hot that, man, let's come on.
As the food supply, healthcare corrects overnight. Nigeria's 1 to 4,000 doctor.
He said healthcare corrects overnight.
Pivot that utilizes 35 million hectares of idle land to stabilize the food supply. Healthcare corrects overnight. Nigeria's 1 to 4,000 doctor-patient ratio hits 1 to 800 in cities, as 5% of all U.S. physicians arrive. Scaling surgical capacity.
5%. That's a lot. That's a lot.
By a century and a decade. Finally, skill injections in transit, 28%, nursing, 25%, and trades, 31%, permanently end the nation's intellectual flight. With 284 million people, Nigeria claims a permanent UN Security Council seat and global economic leadership.
That is crazy. Like, they be saying, man, I'm telling you, there's a lot of black doctors here in San Diego. I done met a gang of them. Like foundational black American doctors, not Nigerian or, African or, Indian. No, black.
Bro, I was at work today, bro, and I was telling this older lady who's Nigerian, I was like, I'm 99% going to marry a black woman. Either she's going to be Nigerian or African American. And she was just like, don't marry an African American. I'm like, what? I was telling her my first girlfriend was African American. Actually, my uncle has been married to an African American lady for like 20 years, happily married. I have cousins who are African American. I don't like that. I was telling her I don't mess with the whole Nigerians and African American beef or whatever nonsense thing. I don't like that, bro. I don't care. If you're somebody who's Nigerian, bro, and you're somebody talking down on African American, bro, you should speak up, bro, because I don't like that. I know this is always the older generation.
And he's saying exactly what we be saying. It's always the older generation. And they speak down on us, and they don't want, like, we not supposed to say nothing. Like, yeah, because you was sneak dissing. Like, we even created that name, sneak dissing. You feel me? Y'all sneak dissing and shit. And then when we call it out, you make it seem like we the problem. It's like your own people saying you sneak dissing.
Yeah, bro,
your own people.
If you're somebody who's Nigerian, bro, and you're somebody talking down on African American, bro, you should speak up, bro, because I don't like that. I know this is always the older generation. This lady's probably like old enough to be my mom. Like she looks like her grandma. She's really old, but I'm just like, I don't mess with that, bro. Nigerians can marry African Americans. African Americans marry Nigerians. It doesn't matter, bro. It does not matter at all. Bro, I was at work today, bro, and I was telling this older lady who's Nigerian, I was like, I'm 99% going to marry.
Exactly. Take it and go build your own country, because y'all make it seem like y'all, they mad because we came over here and we blew up and all these different things. Well, you blown up now. You feel me? Like you just heard what dude said in the last video. He said if all of us, black America move over there, then, it'll blow y'all country up. Y'all country will be straight. You feel me? It'll fix healthcare. It'll fix y'all health issue overnight. He said overnight, though. He just say it was gonna take a year. He said it was gonna take 2 months, 3 months. He said overnight. It'll fix that shit. What the hell? It's like, yeah, just take the money. That's what I be feeling like. Take the money and go home. Like how they talk about it. Make me think about how they talk about the God and the devil, right? And they say the devil basically want the planet. God, this is God's planet. He made it, and the devil want to take it over and run it himself. And I said, dang, they said the devil was powerful. Why don't he just go build his own planet? I always thought this. Like, since I was little, I said, why don't he just go, because he got the same power as God. Why don't he just go build his own planet and run it the way he want to? Like, why would he want to, take Adam and Eve and try to? It's like you powerful enough to go build and do your own thing. Oh yeah, you wouldn't do that because if you do it, end up like Africa.
In a previous video, I explained that the majority of our enslaved African ancestors brought into the United States were not from modern-day Nigeria. There were many from modern-day Nigeria, but they weren't the majority. Still, 60% of African Americans do have a lineage that points back to modern-day Nigeria. Our ancestors were being moved around from location to location through intra-trading, but also in 1807, Britain abolished the slave.
Yeah, thank y'all for being here. Make sure you hit that like button, please. That's all I ask. Hit the like button one time. It's right there.
Trade in the British Empire, and in 1808, the U.S. Congress banned importing enslaved Africans, but they didn't stop domestic trade of enslaved Africans. So enslavers focused on breeding. They actually had breeding camps in Virginia, and many of our ancestors in Virginia were Igbo. So, for example, if they took one Igbo man and forced him to breed or procreate with 60 African women of different ethnicities, and they each had a child, each of those 60 children would have Igbo DNA. This is where the overrepresentation comes from. In a previous video, I explained that the majority of our
Igbo.
Why do African Americans hate the idea of being African so much? I never really understood it. It's like, they make it a point to prove that we are nothing like you. We look nothing like you. Y'all can never be us. Completely different. And it's funny because you are literally one of us removed through slavery. That's it.
Let's get into the first lie that he said. He said, first of all, calling us African Americans. That's number one.
It's over 500
because he'll never say a Jamaican is an African Jamaican.
And I thought some of the like the names that they even have in Africa, like they ain't even the same. Like the people there are not the same and different shit like that. So it's like this should go hella deep.
Haitian is an African Haitian. He'll never say a Trinidadian is an African Trinidadian. He'll never say that. So number one, you already throwing that on us, which is disrespectful. After us saying it over and over and over and over and over again. But you show respect to these other people in the diaspora, in your diaspora, I guess. But you won't show respect to us and ours, and that's the problem. So that's number one. You already being disrespectful with that. The second thing is, what you're not seeing, I'm gonna say this shit again because I keep saying this. What you are not seeing is foundational Black Americans saying we have no African DNA. All of our DNA is white and Native American. You don't see that. Maybe you see that maybe 1 out of 1,000 people. You don't see that in mass. What you always see is the same thing that we continuously say. We are an amalgamation. Part of our ancestry does probably have some African in us. But it's also two other types of people who are in us as well. We are a new ethnic group. And we've been in America for years.
This is my 8th time great-grandfather born in 1723 in Showen, North Carolina.
Some of y'all have Indian in y'all. Y'all come from certain tribes around America. The point is, you don't respect who we are as our ethnic group. You don't respect our people. You don't respect our classification. You want us to identify what you want us to identify as.
That's it.
You don't want us to identify what we want to identify as. That's the problem, because you know what I would never do? I would never go to Nigeria and tell Nigerians what they should identify as and who they are as a people. That's called tethering. Something that Black Americans don't do. Something that we'll never do. You'll never see a Black American going to Africa or going to the Caribbean telling those people who they are, and then not listening to them when they tell us, hey, there's certain things that you need to abide by. There's certain respect factors that you need to operate in. They don't respect us, man. We go to their homelands and we respect them. We go to their homelands and give to them people. They be begging. My mama been to Jamaica twice in the last year. It ain't nothing but beggars. People begging her for money. Just begging her for money all day long. Oh, you are so beautiful. I would love to make you my wife. You are so beautiful. That's probably not even a Jamaican accent. That's more of an African accent. But y'all get the point. We actually go to y'all places and patronize at y'all businesses and help y'all. And we give back to the people there. We respect y'all in y'all homelands. We don't come to y'all homelands and on y'all. We come to y'all homelands and actually do stuff for y'all. You talking about this whole, we think we better. I don't think I'm better than nobody, man. I don't think I'm better than Africans. I don't think I'm better than Caribbeans. I'm
gonna tell you, we need to start doing them like they do us. Like when we see them on the street and different things like that, we need to start asking them for money. Hey, you think you can give me like $2-3? You feel me? I'm doing bad. You know I'm lazy. You know I'm lazy. You think I can get $2, $3? You think I can have some money? Hey, how much money you got? You got some money? Hey, you want to buy this? Hey, you want this? Like, do them the same way. Like, you know, because when we go over there, that's what y'all people do to us. Try to sell us shit. Want us to buy shit. Want to go up on charge us double of what something costs. It's like that gets done to us a lot. That don't get done to you when you come over here though at all.
Tribes in Nigeria have.
Do y'all ever get tired of having the same exact arguments over and over again? You really think that police officers stopping you to ask whether you're African American Black or Nigerian American Black? I dare you to go put on a ski mask and walk through a white neighborhood and test that theory. Do not actually. But let's be so for real. Do y'all ever get tired of having the same exact arguments over and over?
Hey, that's the thing. Because, you know, once they run you, they gon' know. They gonna know.
Somebody commented on the video where I was talking about what Nigerians can learn from Black Americans. And the person said that the main difference in African Americans or Black Americans fighting for their freedom in America compared to Nigerians being complacent with their problems in Nigeria is their belief. Black Americans believe that they did not have any options, hence why they fought hard. Nigerians, on the other hand, believe that they have options. The issue with this option, though, is that it's rooted in white supremacy. Because Nigerians did not get to live with white Americans, they did not get to see what makes them human. And as a result, living in a white...
Fuck that DNA shit, man. Ever since I seen them dudes sitting that lizard DNA in, and with a name, like that's what you don't understand. See, a lot of people don't understand. That's what I feel like they do. They take your name, your first and your last name, and they go trace that back. Because if you go and you see the DNA can't trace your lineage, like people don't understand this. It can't do that. People say, oh, yes, it will. No, it don't. That ain't what it's for. Something totally different. I forgot what it was, but it's not for that. It's not for that. So when they see your name, they're going to go and run your name and trace your name and see how far back they can take your name. Something that you can do by yourself. They sent the lizard in, the lizard DNA. Came back, the lizard was a white boy. I said, dang. I said, the lizard, white with Asian and a couple of other things in them. I said, damn, that's a goddamn iguana. They couldn't even tell if it was an iguana or not. So I'm like going, I don't trust that DNA stuff. I never did. Like my mom did it. I said, you need to do it too. No, I don't. That's what I don't need to do. These people are smart. These people are smart as shit. But, oh, damn, I got to go, y'all. Dang. Okay, I'm about to be done right now. Oh, I'm about to go, y'all, because we about to go to the beach. I don't know. I hope it's hot out there where y'all at. It's kind of hot right now. Here, it's warm as hell in San Diego. We about to go hit the beach. You feel me? And do some shit like that. So, on that note, I thank everybody for watching. And I'm going to come back later, though, after we go and do our thing. I'm going to come back tonight because it's Sunday nights, I'm going to come back and then I don't know what the topic going to be, but it's going to be something. But I thank everybody for watching. This is always fun to do. I like it. I hope you love it. But, we don't even need to get mad, bro. There's it's time for us to sit back, laugh at them, and, we make our moves on the backhand. Because... we already know what they saying. We know what they doing. It ain't even no use to even trying to explain shit to them because you can't. You can't explain it to them. They can't explain to us. It sounds weird, period. So I'm going to just say thank you. Y'all have a good one, man. Hit that like